In the words of Drake and Swiss Beats, you fancy if you get your hair done, nails did, everything done. So if you get your hair done, what about your nails? And how can we profit from the two? It's all about networking. In this conversation, we're going to talk about how we can network two forms of industry into one to make some painful profits. Let's go. So networking is huge.
Yes.
I think probably 15 to 20% of my largest clients have been from networking.
Okay.
Right. So for me, I don't want to give the secret sauce away.
Give it the sauce.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I was thinking the wheels are turning.
give you the tea.
I'm gonna do it right. So you want to do something for a person, right?
Okay.
So when people talk, they want to talk. They don't want to listen.
Yeah.
When people have conversations, they want something. They don't want to give something in return. So if you're the person who gives and you show value, then you're gonna get something
In return. Okay.
So my CPA came from networking. My CPA has given me hundreds of $millions of referrals that have became clients. The attorney that I use, I got that from a networking event.
Yeah.
Given a person to an attorney, that attorney has referred me multiple clients over time. But it's me giving.
But here's the thing. You're very successful, and we all know that. However, what about someone who may not have the opportunities to be in contact with a CPA or an attorney? You know, the average consumer, the average person who's trying to start their business or grow their network.
Yeah.
Like, where can you go?
Yeah, I always say you crawl before you walk. So if you have a skill set or if you have knowledge and you think another person can profit from that, not financially, but just a better life,
right?
You give that to them. So if you continue to sow seeds in people's lives, they're going to give something back.
And I do agree with that.
Right? So, hey, I know this great app, and this great app allowed me to do X, Y, Z. I tell everybody about that app.
That's right.
I help people use that app. In exchange, somebody's going to say, you know what? Thank you.
Yes.
What can I do to help you?
So true.
Yep.
And I am a true believer that you can learn from anybody.
That's true.
You know, I go to work every day and, you know, you have imbeciles at the job. You're like, I ain't gonna learn nothing from that old stupid one. But you really can, you know. You can learn from anybody.
Yeah. Prime example literally happened 2 weeks ago. So it's a person here in the city that we're at that he's currently running for city council.
Okay.
Right. The last time he ran didn't go too good. But we have a
good rapport.
Good relationship. So he called me last week, hit me up for donations. Right. They all do. Right? You know. So I said, you know what? Instead of donating money, I'm going to give you what has helped me in my business, my virtual assistant. So I have a virtual assistant. That virtual assistant does so much for me that my staff doesn't do.
Okay.
Now, yes, my virtual assistant is in a whole different continent, not country, but because she's my virtual assistant, she has 40 hours to do whatever I ask her to do. I have been more productive in my business by having that virtual assistant. So I said to this council member that's running, how about you use this virtual assistant for some of the things that your volunteers don't want to do?
Okay.
Or some of the things in the background that you have your volunteers do something different. He called me, it was a conversation 3 weeks ago. He called me last week and said, man, in 1 week, I've got more stuff done than I got with 3 volunteers in 2 other weeks.
So basically, it's not all about money.
Correct.
That was a part of the networking. So the value that you spoke on. So I may not give you anything monetarily, but I'm going to give you something of value you can use.
So then reciprocity. So if that politician does win, I get to knock on his door and ask for not favors, but political capital that can maybe help.
Absolutely.
So as I do things for my community, right? I have a person who wants to invest in land. I want a person who wants to open up something. I'm looking for business grants. I have a person in city council who can maybe help us lead or open doors for us to do that. That affects our community.
And that is building your network. Got it. Makes sense. So I think that, you know, I have a lot of girlfriends, a lot of homegirls who are always complaining about, I'm tired of going to certain people to get my nails done. Yeah. I'm tired of going to certain people to get my hair. So I think what needs to happen is just build more networking. You know, people who have that knowledge and they can share that knowledge with others so that we can kind of start doing our own thing.
That's true. And from a business standpoint, so what if you had 5 or 6 people that was crushing up making nails, right? They had the designs like crazy.
Yeah.
People liked them. What if you was able to give all of them advice, put them all in one room or all in one Zoom?
That's right.
And they start their own business together. Wouldn't you provide value for them?
Absolutely.
They will be beholden to you.
That's right.
Always.
And I get my nails done for free.
There you go. That's networking, right?
That's
And
networking.
take it a step further if it's in our community.
Yeah.
So they open up a shop in our community. Now it's a black nail shop. They're helping people. As time goes on, now they're learning business.
Right.
They're able to educate their family
That's
how
right.
business works. It's all about networking.
That's right. We got to grow our communities.
We do.
We definitely have to grow our community.